Yeah, 725.
And welcome back to the morning show. It's time for part 2 of our Wise Guy segment. Matt Sellen, our U of I physics professor, is here. And earlier we made peroxide bubble, and now we're making a pumpkin puke.
We're going to, yeah, well, of course, the pumpkin's having a bad morning. So I have to say first, thanks to my good friend Jesse Miller in the chemistry department for hooking me up with all these good chemicals.
Okay.
This is slightly more concentrated hydrogen peroxide than you can get at the store, but it's still the same idea. So anyways, what we showed in the first part was that hydrogen peroxide will bubble if it's in the presence of a catalyst, and the catalyst, like what's in your blood, called catalase. And you saw that even a potato has the same kind of catalase in it that your blood does, and so it'll foam just like when you pour this stuff on a cut. So this foaming stuff we could sort of take advantage of to have some fun, and we had this genie in a bottle thing in the first segment, and now we're going to use a different catalyst. Well, first let me show you another catalyst. You know, people actually, long ago, both the Germans and the English tried to use this stuff as part of a rocket fuel. So this is, since it releases oxygen, you can actually use hydrogen peroxide as an oxidant in rocket fuel. And so they used silver mesh as a catalyst, and if you were to wait for a little while, you would see that the stuff kind of bubbles in here. So even just silver metal acts as a catalyst for this stuff. My wife was very worried that I'm going to lose this. Okay, so what we're going to do to make this pumpkin puke is we're going to pour some dish soap and some hydrogen peroxide into the pumpkin. And I got a little tray in there so it doesn't get all over the place. Here's the hydrogen peroxide. And now, so when this stuff bubbles now, you're going to get foam instead of just bubbles like we did last time. And the catalyst we're going to use is potassium iodide, which also will cause the hydrogen peroxide to become water plus oxygen gas.
And you can't get this at the store, can you?
No, you can't get this stuff at the store. But so that's why, you know, this is why I had to thank.
Why it's the good stuff.
That's right. That's the good stuff. So I'm going to pour this in here, and then this stuff is going to foam like crazy because I think I put way too much in.
Attaboy.
Okay.
Watch out, Scott.
So we'll see what happens.
Yes.
So, you know, it even comes out as eyeballs. You know you've had a bad time of it when puke comes out your eyeballs.
That's a rough morning.
Right. So anyways, I think when we come back next week, we're going to have some kids with us again.
Right, we are. We're going to continue the kid science next week, but this is pretty good, and I guarantee you there'll be kids out there trying to recreate this one.
Yeah, well, they can't because it's hard to get a hold of these chemicals, thank goodness, or else there'll be a lot of angry moms and messy kitchen floors, if you know what I'm saying. Right. So, one thing, by the way, is that this stuff gets really hot during this reaction, so that's the reason you also don't want to do it, because you could break something.
That's right. You're a trained professional, so we'll leave the puking pumpkin to the trained professional, Matt Sellen, our U of I physics professor and our wise guy. All right, we'll be back next week with another kid scientist, and we'll be back with the morning show right after this.